We are live here on the Instant Classic Wrestling Podcast, the only podcast that is always an instant classic. And today we're here to review WWE Fastlane 2016. And now I'm really tired of hearing people complaining on how bad the show was because it actually wasn't really that bad. I mean, yeah, some of the matches were predictable, but you should expect that, that Roman Reigns was going to be winning that match, in November, like everybody saw it, them and their mother saw that happening. But I'm going to take what DJ said here last night on the review on his channel, which you guys should go subscribe to his channel, which will be down below. Short little plug there. But, he said that it was kind of like this pay-per-view have more to be desired, which I definitely agree with what he said there. But, the wrestling wasn't really that bad on the show, which I kind of enjoyed the wrestling on here. Like pretty much these last pay-per-views have been like good, but nothing really has exciting came out of them, and that's pretty much what happened here. But let's go ahead and get started with this review. So first off, we had the kickoff. This is actually a kickoff match worthy of talking about. We had a 2 out of 3 falls match for the United States Championship. We had Kalisto versus Alberto Del Rio. Now, this was actually a really good match. Both guys put great performances on. Kalisto, he played a really good role, where he was this little guy, who kept having to fighting back the whole match. And Del Rio, he just pulled his aggression out on him during the whole match. I like the foot stomp on the barricade. That was pretty cool. And also Del Rio, he would intentionally get himself disqualified because, he didn't really need that first win. And then he put him back in the ring and then the diving foot stomp to pick up a win. So it was at 1-1 apiece. And then, Kalisto, he did some pretty good stuff in here. He did, I like when he did that Hurricane Run in the corner and then rolled Alberto Del Rio for the 1-2-3. It didn't make Alberto Del Rio look weak here, still made him look pretty strong, trying to protect Alberto Del Rio. But still, your United States champion is Kalisto. So I thought this was a, pretty good kickoff match. And, maybe I think their SmackDown match was a little better where Alberto Del Rio won, but, not too much people watched SmackDown. And not too much people probably didn't watch this match very much, but, since it's a kickoff, which I don't understand why this was really on the kickoff. It would have been nice to put the cutting edge peep show on the kickoff, but that's in my opinion. But DJ, what's your thoughts on this?
This match was really good. And for I guess you call it a kickoff show match, it was really good. First off, I love that they had the official introductions. I always think that makes any title match feel bigger, any match in general feel bigger. When they have the introductions after the entrances instead of during the entrances, they just take time out of the show to have the entrances. I just like it. It's kind of a personal thing. I didn't understand Del Rio destroying the mask to a certain degree because I was still to a certain degree he's been in the lucha libre style. He understands the importance of the mask. But a great way to build heel heat though. I'll give him that. Kalisto really excites me when he picks up the tempo. I love it. I really love it. A lot of the spots that you mentioned, I really like the double foot stomp. The Tree of Woe Hurricane Rana was really good too. I just thought it was just a really good match, but I think and this is kind of my overall statement for the show. Yes, I've said before and what you just said, there was much more left to be desired, but two, nothing, now we're really confused going into WrestleMania with the results of a lot of these matches. Like this one, I'm completely fine with Kalisto winning. I hope this feud is over. Not that I didn't like it, but I thought it was just okay. But I feel like now what's the plan for Kalisto? What's the plan for Del Rio? And plus I felt like the way Kalisto won, he won with a roll up. It didn't feel like it solidified Kalisto as a true champion to me. Because his 2 falls in this match were basically kind of given to him. The first fall was a chair shot on the outside, and the third fall that he ended up getting to win was just like a roll up, which kind of felt fluky to me, but.
Yeah, definitely. And I think this pay-per-view kind of felt like a glorified Raw. Like it just felt like a glorified Raw, in my opinion. Not too much things happening exciting. Like you could just thought this was a Monday Night Raw, but on a Sunday night. But yeah, moving on. So we get onto the actual show, which the first match was Sasha Banks and Becky Lynch versus Naomi and Tamina, which I was kind of surprised it started off the show because you really wouldn't think a Divas match would start off a show. You would think you get like an Intercontinental Championship match to start off the show, or like a U.S. title match to start off the show. But to a degree, this kind of got the crowd a little bit hyped. When bringing out Sasha Banks first, I'm kind of happy. But this was actually a decent match. I like the stuff that Sasha Banks did. She looked good. Naomi, made both girls, made both Becky Lynch and Sasha Banks look good. And at the beginning of the match, you had the tension between Sasha Banks and Becky Lynch between each other, when they were, slapping themselves in, tagging themselves in. There's that tension between them. And Naomi, she actually looked pretty good with the kicks she was doing. And Tamina, she didn't look that bad because, like, I am not the biggest Tamina fan. Like, I don't think she's a very good wrestler, but she actually she worked all right in this match. But the winners of the match were Sasha Banks and Becky Lynch. When I don't really remember what Naomi, like, she tried to do something, but Sasha Banks put on the bank statement, and then Tamina got in the ring, and then Becky Lynch got her in the disarmor, and yeah, that's pretty much how they won the match. And I thought, like I said, they did pretty good working in this match, and yeah, fun match here. But DJ, what's your thoughts?
First off, Naomi is confirmed. Naomi did steal my bandana. She did. She stole it right from my room. Shame, referring to her attire she was wearing the last night. This match was actually really good. I liked it. I thought it was a really good match. I've said this in the past, especially on the predictions. I like 3 of the 4 of these, and try my best to like Tamina. For the most part, they don't really give you a chance to like Tamina. They don't do anything with her. So I just thought this match was really good. It showed off a lot of good female talent that they have in the WWE, and I'm hoping I'm not sure what the plan is, because this is one of those matches that still leaves you confused. Are they going to try to do something with Sasha and Becky, or are they going to do the match that everybody wants to see, which is Sasha versus Charlotte at Mania? So I thought this match was good, and I hate the rear view as a finisher. Like, I know I get it. Like, trust me, I understand that Naomi has a big butt. Like, I notice it. Justin notices it. Everybody notices it.
Yeah,
But
Casey notices it, even though
yeah,
his old age is getting to him. His eyes are really bad, but
yeah.
it's getting to him.
I mean, like, we get it, but I just don't feel like that's a legit finisher to me. I don't like it. I think she needs something else. And she's so athletic, they could use like a springboard, some kind of springboard dive to finish matches instead of that.
Yeah, same. She is really athletic, and I definitely agree with you. Like that doesn't seem like a really good finisher. But next match we're going to be talking about is the Intercontinental Championship match. Kevin Owens, which is the champion, versus Dolph Ziggler. Now, first, this match was kind of boring. The first half was like pretty much chin locks. And I was just saying, I'm like, man, this match is going to be very bad. But towards the end, it really picked up. Dolph Ziggler, he went like 100% towards the end of this match. There were a few times I thought that Dolph Ziggler was going to win more than like he got a lot of near falls towards the end. And Kevin Owens, he worked really good like usual. I mean, that's no shock. But like I said towards the beginning, the match wasn't the best, but then like they really were going right at it. And this is probably one of the best I saw Dolph Ziggler put on a really good match. This is in a long time. But the winner of the match was Kevin Owens. He beat him by the pop-up powerbomb, where he went like it was kind of like a short arm clothesline, but then he did the pop-up powerbomb, which I thought that was really good. It wasn't like where he throws him into the ropes type of powerbomb. So I thought it was really good. But DJ.
I thought this was one of those matches for me that I just felt like, like I've said before, it just wasn't. There was something missing. There was I don't know what it was, but it just to me felt like there was something missing. The mat grappling in the beginning kind of felt like kind of an MMA style because these guys are so fast, and have great transitions from move to move. But I also felt like the refs seemed to count really fast in this match, or not in this match, but just in particular throughout the night. It felt like the refs just seemed to count really fast. Love the senton to the back of Ziggler. I thought that was a really really nice touch to the senton. Um, the the short armed pop up power bomb I thought was really cool. I like that. It just kind of adds another dynamic that to where he can kind of hit it out of nowhere to a certain degree. And I definitely like that. I thought this match was good. I still felt like there was just something missing.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you there. And maybe the reason why I didn't like this match so much, like towards the beginning, like this match was very repetitive because they've been doing this like on Monday Night Raw a whole bunch of times. They just kept doing this and doing this on Raw. That's why I was kind of getting tired of this match. It's getting very repetitive, but like I said, turned out to be a good match. But the next match we're going to be talking about is a six-man tag team match. We had Ryback and Kane versus and Big Show. Forgot about Big Show in there versus the Wyatt family. This match was not very special. I mean, it wasn't bad as what I thought it was going to be, but Ryback he did most of the work for his team, and Luke Harper did most of the work for his team. Also, the main work. He's kind of the workhorse in this match. But Ryback, he did like 6 running knees in the corner, which kind of reminded me of CM Punk. I go like, no, he's not CM Punk. And also, I don't like the trunks look with Ryback. I said that on the predictions. I do not like the trunks look with Ryback. Please put back on your singlet. And also, he was hitting a lot of slams during the match. But the winners of the match were Ryback, Kane, and the Big Show. When Ryback hit the shell shock on Luke Harper, which it didn't really look like a shell shock. It kind of looked like an Samoan drop, kind of. And, like, it looks like Luke Harper hurt his arm. Like, he landed a little awkwardly on his arm when he got the shell shock. So hopefully Luke Harper was all right there. But, I mean, this tells you how important the Wyatt family is. I'm serious. Like, the Wyatt family have become nothing. Like, they're a joke. Like, I thought they were going to be getting a win here, to build towards WrestleMania, but no, this become a joke, and they are never really going to be irrelevant. And they're supposed to be a team that scares you, but they don't even scare me. Like, seriously, like WWE, it's WWE's fault because they've been ruining the Wyatt family, which I hate that. But DJ, what's your thoughts on this?
I feel like this match, I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all. One thing I feel like and would help the intimidating factor too, is the Wyatt should always come out last. It should be like a rule of thumb for because like a team like this, because a lot of the big hoopla about the Wyatts is their entrance, like making you watch their entrance. Making you watch Bray slowly go down the ramp, making you look at the fireflies throughout the arena. That's a lot of what the kind of aura of the Wyatt family is, and I feel like when you make them come out first, like the fans can see it, but the main thing is supposed to be that the opponent is supposed to see it. That's why Undertaker, for the most part, always comes out last, and that's kind of what the Wyatt family is kind of a reminder of. Yeah, I was laughing a lot when when Ryback almost fell out of the ring trying to do those running knees. I actually like Ryback a lot. I'm a big fan of Ryback. But if he would I would have lost it if he would have fell out of the ring. It was hilarious. And I like that they're trying to do more with him. They're trying to make him even if you don't feel like he's athletic, they're trying to show you that he has a more athletic side, doing the diving moves from the top and, running knees and stuff like that, which I think is always a nice thing. Big Show just throwing his body into Braun Strowman. I was like, okay, all right. And then, yeah, Ryback would win by the shell shock. But the thing is, I don't know why the Wyatts lost this match. like it's supposed to be the Wyatts conquering the Titans, you know, and I don't get why, you know, the Wyatts ended up losing this match, but I feel like it's one of those things. It's kind of hard to explain with the Wyatts. They didn't use Bray in this match, so maybe, you know, maybe that's the weakness. Maybe they're still trying to show that without Bray, you know, there is no true Wyatt family. But they didn't. They also didn't build on Braun Strowman. They were building Braun Strowman as this big brute that could, you know, take out anybody, take out Big Show, take out Kane, take out anyone, and they didn't like build him at all in this match for some reason. Um, Also, I was talking to Tyshawn today of Wrestle Talk Media, and we were talking today about the Wyatt family and what WWE could do to like kind of recreate that like brute force that the Wyatt family has. And actually, it was kind of by accident that I came up with this. But what if they, and I'm wondering about your opinion, what if they put Brock Lesnar in the Wyatt family? Because Brock Lesnar, because number one, what is Brock Lesnar doing right now? Because they didn't like revisit this. So what if Brock Lesnar, because Brock Lesnar has that presence about him. Now I don't know how he would fit into the Wyatt family like character, but I think if he like joined the Wyatt family as just a big kind of force, I think that would be cool. He, you know, he comes out on Raw like he's gonna come out like tonight, for example, comes out on Raw like he's gonna come out help Kane, Ryback, and whoever, and then he turns on them and joins the Wyatt family. I mean, I think that could be, depending on how they did it, it could be a really cool thing. And there's nothing more legit as far as looking like you can beat somebody down than being Brock Lesnar. Any thoughts
That's
on that?
actually that's actually pretty interesting. I never really thought of that. You know, putting brothers are in the group, but I don't know if WWE would really do that. And that'd be a really good swerve. You know, like you think you're gonna be having, you know, Brock Lesnar versus Bray Wyatt at WrestleMania, but then you get Brock Lesnar randomly joining the Wyatt family. So I mean, that'd be pretty interesting to see the Beast incarnate in the Wyatt family. But I mean, who knows if that ever happens? I really doubt it. Like it's a very slim chance. It's like saying that DJ is gonna win the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. It's
It's
like
gonna, well, that's not too slim. I'm
he,
gonna do it. I'm gonna do it, Justin. I
he's
was
gonna
born and bred to be.
he's gonna cash in his imaginary briefcase. Oh man! But next match we're gonna be talking about is the Divas Championship match. We had Charlotte defending the Divas Championship against Brie Bella, and you know Brie Bella was wearing, you know, Danny Bryan's WrestleMania 30 kick pads, which I thought that was pretty cool. You know, to pay homage to her husband. But this match was it was all right. I mean, Brie looked very sloppy. Like I think I think Nikki Bella is so much better in the ring than Brie Bella, in my opinion. You know, and if Casey was going, no, Casey would just be saying the opposite stuff here. But you know, like I said, she's very sloppy in the ring, and I kind of like the Bella twins more together as a tandem than on their own because you know they help each other out to better. But like, it's just awkward kind of watching Brie Bella in the ring. Like I like most of her matches are very sloppy and awkward. I just don't like her matches. And Charlotte, you know, she did most of the work for her in this match, and you know, I'll give it to them. They tried to put on a good match, but I mean, like I said, it was all right. Pretty much kind of lackluster, and it was a kind of lackluster ending when Brie, you know, ended up hurting her knee by a top rope drop kick, and then she put on a single leg Boston Crab. But then when she was, you know, it looked like Charlotte was going to tap out, but Brie just like let go randomly, and then they claimed that Brie was, you know, lost her footing, and then she ran into the ropes. But then Charlotte locked in the figure eight and then made her tap out like right away. Like that's where like that's something we talked about last night on the review. Like how she had her like Brie had her in the Boston Crab for a very long time, and then once she gets into the figure eight, like she just randomly taps out. Like she just goes like, oh man, I just gotta tap out really quick here. So I just really didn't understand that, but like I said, they tried to put on a good match. She worked hard for during the match, so yeah. DJ.
Since I made the Grado joke last night, I'm gonna make a Eugene joke tonight. Um, Bree trying to channel her inner Eugene this time, paying homage to everyone. It felt like in this match, I, I just didn't understand. Like she was using everyone's moves. Like she was using some of Nikki's moves and some of Danny Bryan's moves, and I wasn't really like I knew this was gonna be a good match, and it was pretty good. But I just felt like it's hard for me to seriously believe that Brie was going to win the title. It just felt like they were trying to cash in on the Daniel Bryan retirement thing. Um, but the figure four reversal into the yes lock and then the half Boston Crab was really good. I liked it a lot. That was probably one of the best moves I've seen from Brie Bella in her like career. I agree with you on Nikki. I like Nikki better than I do Brie. I think she's worked harder to improve herself than Brie has. Um, but yeah, I wrote in my notes. I get the whole like leg injury and whatnot, but she's right there at the rope. She was right there, like right there at the rope. All she had to do was reach out, and she probably would have grabbed it. Or at least try to reach out. Like I mean, at least if you like try to reach out, like it kind of there's more believability in it. But like I mean, it wasn't like she wasn't right there at the rope. But I mean, this match was okay. I mean, it was. I'll say it was pretty good. It was pretty good, but I mean, I still like some of the other matches in the show. There was just something that just wasn't completely. It wasn't all there for me.
Yeah, same. And the next match we're going to be talking about is AJ Styles versus Chris Jericho. Now, this was, the best match of the night by far. Well, actually, I'll say second best match, but second best match of the night by far. There were some botches during the match. When AJ Styles he tried to go for that springboard where it catches him in an inverted DDT, which that didn't work out very well, very well. But there was some, there were some miscommunications between both of them tonight. But AJ Styles, I like when he was going for the forearm springboard, but Jericho hit a springboard dropkick and kind of knocked him off the ropes. So I thought that was pretty cool. I like when AJ Styles he did like an outside dive, but Jericho hit a dropkick. That was really cool. And I don't like hearing people really complain about it. I mean, I was kind of complaining about this last night, but when going back and rewatching, it's kind of like I don't really know what people are complaining about. Like AJ Styles didn't use the Styles Clash to win. I mean, he used it, but Jericho kicked out of it. But people aren't complaining about AJ Styles kicking out of I mean, getting out of the Lion Tamer, getting out of the walls of Jericho. I don't hear people complaining about that, but like I said, this was a good match. But the winner match was AJ Styles. He wins by the I can't talk calf crusher. But I kind of think their second match was better, in my opinion, than one that they had on SmackDown. But not too much people watch SmackDown. But like I said, this was a very good match, and the crowd was split down the middle between both. Split down the middle during the whole match. Once I was chanting for AJ, the next people were chanting for Chris and Jericho, and I thought this was really good match here. DJ.
I agree. This match was really, really good. Maybe even the match of the night. I thought the main event was really good too. But this match, it was really good. At first, I had the same feeling that I've had about a lot of matches, in this show. But once they got going and got into it, this match was really, really good. I liked the triangle drop kick, kind of like reversal, um, as Styles was going for the flying forearm. I liked it. Casey didn't like it. I liked it. Um, the reverse DDT didn't really go as planned. Um, if you saw the springboard reverse DDT, it did not go as planned, as you could tell. Um, I don't know what it is about Jericho and locking in the walls, but I just like watching him do it. Like it reminds me a lot of like Kurt Angle or any other superstar that can kind of get like lock their particular submission in out of anything. On the walls is a little bit more difficult to lock in than I feel like the ankle lock is. So I really like watching him lock in the walls, and then the psychology at the end with the calf crusher. I don't necessarily understand the Styles Clash kick out um, to a certain degree, but I liked that, Styles, like, I like that Jericho didn't, like, he fought through it. He didn't, like, tap out immediately. Brie Bella, he didn't tap out immediately. I thought it worked pretty well, like, in his favor. I like this match. I'm wondering what they're gonna do with AJ Styles now, because this is another match where, like, is this feud over, or is because they faced a lot in, like, throughout this entire month, so you would think this feud is over, or is AJ Styles gonna? Because what would really be cool, and I don't know if they would do this, but what would really be cool, because would be a Samoa Joe AJ Styles feud going into WrestleMania, because the storyline's already there. It's similar to the Sami Zayn Kevin Owens thing, where you got called first. I had to work my way up in NXT, and you got to come up and debut at Royal Rumble, or something like that. Like like the story's already there. All they got to do is do it.
Yeah, that actually be a really good idea if they would. Yeah, but who knows if they will do that? I mean, they need to bring up some people from NXT, because the roster is like so slim right now. But that'd be actually a really good idea to see that at WrestleMania. AJ Styles and Samoa Joe. That'd be really good to see. But next thing we're going to be talking about is the segment we had was the Cutting Edge Peep Show with the New Day. And there wasn't really like too much exciting stuff that happened in this. I thought we would have Enzo, Big Cass come out, because that would have made sense to throw him to the main roster right now. Because since Enzo and Cass are kind of like Edge and Christian, what they were. But the New Day, like, I just thought this was pretty cool, segment what they were saying, how they are kind of similar to what Edge and Christian used to be. And I like where he made, I don't remember who was it Xavier Woods or somebody made no, it wasn't Xavier Woods, I think it was, I don't remember who it was. They made the thing about Lance Storm. Who was it? Who said that about that?
It was Edge.
Oh yeah, it was Edge who said that. I thought, I kind of laughed during that. Some people, probably got that. Some people didn't, but yeah, like I said, I thought this segment was, wasn't really anything too special. And then the League of Nations came out towards the end of this, and I'm like, what? Really, the League of Jobbers have to come out, because there's a few guys I like in this team, but not too much. I hate Sheamus. I just cannot stand Sheamus for some odd reason. I just can't stand him. But that, like, the New Day was kind of with the League of Nations side, but then they left, and then. Give me a second here. I'll let you talk about this, DJ.
All right. This match, no, not this match. This segment was it was entertaining. But I do agree with Justin in the fact that this would have been a great time to bring out Enzo and Cass. If that's, I don't know if that's the plan, obviously, but like in our fantasy world of the customer is always right. This would have been a great time to bring out Enzo and Cass, because just imagine Enzo and Cass, the New Day, and Edge and Christian in the same area at the same time. Just cutting promos on each other like that. I mean, that would have been like a sight to see, and it sets up something. The issue with this is we don't know if it sets up something. This could just be like, oh, we're the better faction because we're great, and the New Day's like, but y'all love booty, and then Ed and Christian is like, we're better than all of y'all. Like, this was just like a faction measuring contest or something. And unless they're trying to do something actually with the League of Nations and turn them into like a tag team type of a thing, which is fine, but you got to find the right members to do it. I personally feel like Rusev and anyone else, because Rusev is the standout of the group. But anyway, because I mean, it wouldn't hurt, especially like with those guys. They're still kind of lost in their characters. It seemed like it wouldn't hurt like Rusev to team up with any of those guys and kind of rebuild himself as that dominant force again. But I thought it was entertaining, but it's still like a lot of the matches and a lot of the other stuff that happened tonight didn't really give us any clarification going into WrestleMania, and you should not be this confused going into WrestleMania.
Yes, same. And back to what I was saying, like I like how the New Day, they were siding with the League of Nations, and then they kind of switched sides with Edge and Christian. So I was kind of scratching my head, going, like, wait, do they face now? I don't think they are, but I think they would just kind of siding with them, and who knows, maybe if we get a League of Nations versus New Day match, a Mania, which I don't really know about seeing that. I mean, just don't have Sheamus in there. Please do not have Sheamus in there. And I actually would like him to be kind of like a more of a tag team type of thing, with have Rusev in there, because I definitely agree, because Rusev, he is the standout in League of Nations. Probably have Rusev and probably Rusev and not King Barrett, Bad News Barrett, Wade Barrett as a partner with him. That'd be pretty good to do. But yeah, that was pretty much it. And then next match we had was R-Truth versus Curtis Axel, with the social jobbers with him, or I'm sorry, social outcasts. And we're gonna let DJ take this match because I didn't really take much notes for these next two matches.
Wow. I'm currently watching a video of Brock Lesnar destroying Dean Ambrose before Raw, but I'll send that to you in a minute, Justin. This match was Raw-esque. Why did this need to be thrown in? Why? What was the reason for throwing this match in? I just thought it was really dumb. I get it. They're trying to, get Goldust and R-Truth, the continuation of that, get that together. But when they actually get together, are they gonna actually do anything? No. let's be honest. They're not gonna do anything with it. They're just gonna put them together for a comedy team and hope that it actually does. It strikes gold. See what I did there? It strikes gold. But I don't know this. I thought it was just gonna be a fun little Social Outcast promo with R-Truth coming out on the Social Outcast shirt, being like, "My bad." I think that would have been better, but whatever then.
Do I have to say about that?
Yeah, that's it.
I don't know really why they had to do this. I mean, seriously, this was, like DJ said, this was pretty much like Raw-esque, like he said. But I kind of thought it was funny when R-Truth came out. He was like 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I don't remember what the announcers said. They go like, "Oh, congratulations! Like R-Truth can counter so much." I kind of thought that was a little racist because same African Americans can't count. That ain't very nice. That is not very nice at all. But this wasn't really a special match. I kind of like when they did their lap around the ring, but they went the opposite way. They went like the opposite way around the ring, like the way that they don't usually go, which I thought that was pretty funny. And Goldust came out and like he threw Adam Rose into the ring. I go like, and then what's his name? Curtis Axel, he got the roll up, which like that's really how that had to happen. Like that was kind of weird. So he kind of Goldust kind of costed him the match here, costed R-Truth the match here. So I mean, nothing really special. And once they do put him as a tag team, they're just gonna make him lose every match. It's going to treat him as jobbers. So why are they even tagging him up? I don't know, but just for shits and giggles, pretty much here. And I mean, that's pretty much all I have to say about that. But then the next match we're going to be talking about is the main event for WWE World Heavyweight Championship. We had, no, it wasn't for the World Heavyweight Championship. It was the number of contenders. Sorry, Scott screwed up there online. But we had Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns versus Dean Ambrose, and we're going to let DJ have this match also.
Alrighty, this match was really good. I really liked it. I thought it was just really good. The thing I love about Brock is that he has that look to him, like he has that look, and the way he moves in the ring, the way his moves come off, like they just look really dangerous. They look like he's like just killing his opponent, like just. And I mean, even like Justin, if you can see that video, you can still see what I'm talking about. Even outside of the ring, just looks so dangerous. It, I love the power bombs and whatnot through the table. Shout out to Lesnar for taking multiple table bumps in a match that wasn't supposed to use tables. Um, the suicide dive calling to the belly to belly was nice. I liked it. I don't know what it is about when Lesnar has someone in the F5, but I love watching him get speared when he has somebody up for the F5 because the guy that was getting ready to take the F5 just gets thrown just anywhere. He just flies across the room. I love it. But yeah, Reigns would end up winning after Ambrose would use a chair and just beat down everyone with the chair, and then he would end up turning to Brock, beating down Brock a little bit more, and then Reigns would end up hitting the spear. The end of this match was really good. We had Kimuras and chairs and Samoan drop, German suplex things. Like it was just a really good, it was really good. I liked it. Justin, thoughts on the main event of the evening?
Yeah, I thought this match was really good. I mean, I'm not going to say it's better than the last year triple threat at the Rumble. Like, there's nothing that really can beat that match. I mean, there is, but this triple threat cannot beat that right here. But I like at the beginning when Brock Lesnar, he was just hitting a whole bunch of German suplex, hitting clotheslines on people. Like he was just showing his dominance. And Dean Ambrose, he just tried to show his lunatic, trying to just hit chops and punches on Brock Lesnar, but Brock Lesnar, he wasn't, he wasn't even feeling the effects from that. I like the suicide dive onto when, Brock Lesnar caught him on the outside and then hit a belly to belly. That was pretty cool. I like table bumps, took the table power bombs, that Brock Lesnar did, like DJ said there. And I like the stuff that Dean Ambrose and Roman Reigns were doing when they were going at it with each other. The ending really got kicked up to a higher pace in my opinion. Like I like the spear into the Kimura, that was really cool. I like the when the spear with the F5, that was really cool. I just thought this was really crazy towards the end, and there's a point I thought that Dean Ambrose would have won this match when he hit the dirty. It's like, oh, come on, Dean Ambrose win the match. Kind of swerve us here. And I was kind of surprised that we didn't see the Wyatt family come and interfere. But, I mean, who knows what they're going to be going down that road. But, the winner of the match was Roman Reigns, which, he won by the spear. He pinned Dean Ambrose for the win, which I was going I kind of thought there was going to be a little more in the match, because like DJ, like we said down through the whole show, there was a little more to be desired in this match here, right here. But like I said, fun match. I really enjoyed it. And like I said, shout out to Brock Lesnar for taking all those bumps in this match. But yeah, that was the end of our Fastlane 2016 review. Don't forget to follow all of our don't forget to follow the Instant Classic Wrestling Podcast on Twitter and subscribe to the Instant Classic Wrestling Podcast. The link will be down below, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And like I said, follow me on Twitter. And I actually like to give a shout out to one of my best friends. His name's Jake. Shout out to you. He's been asking for a shout out for a while, so there you go. We got our No Way Out 2006 review coming up, probably maybe tomorrow or it's gonna be coming one of these days. Like I'm not gonna be waiting a week to do this time, but yeah, I just thought this was a fun show, and I thought there could have been like I said, more to be desired, like DJ said. But DJ, final thoughts about this show?
Final thoughts. I think I liked last year's show more than this one, because we kind of had an idea of what was going to go down already. But I really don't know. There's a lot of confusion going into it. Like who's Kalisto going to face for the U.S. title? What's the plan with Sasha, Becky, Naomi, and Tamina? Who's Kevin Owens going to face? Because I feel like the Dolph Ziggler thing was kind of just thrown together at the last minute. Um, what's the plan for the Wyatts now that it seems like they're doing Dean Ambrose versus Brock Lesnar at Mania and not not Bray Wyatt versus Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania? Um, but Diva title, another match that just like a lot of these matches just seemed like it was filler. You know, it was just like filler right before WrestleMania, which in my opinion, I feel like from Rumble, maybe even a little bit before Rumble, through WrestleMania should all be the same thing, unless it makes more sense to have to start something after Fastlane or to start something at Fastlane. That's my only opinion. But you know, I mean, the show was okay. It just there just wasn't nothing changed, nothing developed, and now we're really confused going into WrestleMania, which we shouldn't be.
Yeah, Sam, I'm kind of confused, like which direction they're going with. The only direction that we know they're going with is, with Triple H versus Roman Reigns for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. That's the only direction that we know we're going with. And like, I'm just a little confused, like you said there, because like I said, I don't know what direction they're going with some of these matches, which we shouldn't be. And I do agree that the 2015 Fastlane was better because we knew what direction they were going with back at that pay-per-view. But yeah, that's pretty much all to say. Like I said, don't forget to follow all of our stuff. Subscribe to both of our channels. Like I said, but all the links will be down below for everything. And yeah, we're saying goodbye out from the Instant Classic Wrestling Podcast, the only podcast that's always an Instant Classic. Peace out, guys. See you guys in the next video.